Let's talk about bonding in relationship. Bonding and relationship here could be uh, pre-marriage, marriage, and even family. Bonding in relationship is very important. It gives one the sense of belonging, sense of fulfillment, and assurance and guarantee of the tendency to move ahead together. Bonding itself is a mutual interactive process, and it is from simple liking you get to the point of bonding. It is the process of nurturing social connect, and it typically refers to the process of that attachment and the development that you find in romantic and platonic partnership. You find that in close friends. It can be between parents and their children. And so this holding on together in any relationship, be it romantic or platonic, that's what I intend that we look into. Bonding. If you go to the scripture, you'll be looking at a relationship that was formed almost from heaven, so to say, between two persons. Incidentally, two young men then, Jonathan, the son of Saul, and David, his friend. They were so closely held that when you listen to their conversation, it will sound as if they are not of the same sex. They are all both young men. And those passages that if you go to, that will discuss issues of Jonathan and his friend David. It was so bonded that Jonathan was not taking the father's interest above the interest of his friend David. Let's come home. What supports bonding in a relationship? What do you think will make you want to glue to someone in a relationship? Even if it is as close friend or parent or platonic partnership, what are the characters that keep relationship in that strong understanding and feeling? Number one is experience. Experience, they say, is the biggest teacher. And that is why it will be very difficult for you to see anybody who has been jilted in a relationship feeling free to interact and feel free to relate in new ones. Friend, I want to advise you. If you want to start a relationship, make effort to listen to the story of the person you want to relate with. Their experiences in life do help to determine how they relate with people in future. And that is why I cry out when I hear of ladies who go through difficult relationship in their life, especially those who will go through terrible sexual molestation and abuse. They find it very difficult to come back to life. If you are the one who is caught up in this world, please try and get back to me through my contacts. Let us talk of how fast you will need to be healed, the things that you need to do that will bring in healing. So experiences also help to support bonding. The next is trust. Believing that the person you are relating with is capable of saying and doing what he or she has promised to say or do. Trust. Believing that under normal circumstance, this person is available to you in every good dispensation. You know, some people who can just imagine what trust is all about. You wake up in the morning and they're outside your house is lit everywhere. You know, you see a feeling that the electricity is there. You go to your switch and turn it on. It is trust that will make you expect to see light. And so this is what trust should also do in our relationship with our friends. And so without doubt, you have this person's interest in your heart, and you believe that this person will act this way or the other way, all things being equal. And so the next to the issue of bonding, the next that will support bonding is the issue of the support you get from this person, both in good time and in bad time. We have these days experiences of fair weather friends, and so they come around you when everything is all right. Ask them for a simple favor, they'll walk away. There are people who you will sustain their relationship just because you are available to them, not necessarily in terms of money that you give to them, but you are there for them to talk to. Even if you don't provide solutions to their needs, paying attention to them solves a lot of such needs. And so they will take you serious when they see your own seriousness in their lives. Let us go to how to sustain healthy bonding. How to sustain healthy bonding. Number one is that you will need to understand yourself. A lot of people are going into relationship without even knowing who they are. I attended a counseling section in Lagoke, Akintola University of Ogbomoso, and I was talking to a young man who said he came for a master's degree program. He was talking about how terrible his immediate past relationship was, and in the discussion I had with him, it became obvious that the problem was from him. He doesn't even understand who he is. And so for anybody who do not understand who he or she is, it's difficult for you to relate with the person, because today he is here, tomorrow he is there, next tomorrow he is the other side. And so the first thing you should do as a person who wants to go into a relationship, even if it is platonic, close friendship, or marriage, is to understand yourself first. There are a lot of people that when you raise issues with, they will tell you, I don't even know what I want. Haba, you should know who you are. You should know what you want. And so next to it is that boundaries should be set and respected. Boundaries in a relationship should be set and respected. And if I should tell you when it is 10 p.m., don't call my line, why on earth would you like to try if you can get across even at 10:30? It's okay, let me just call. I say make I call, make I know where you did. For what? Are you a monitoring spirit? Boundaries should be set. And when boundaries are set, please don't put anything as reasons for setting those boundaries. But when they are set, they should be respected. There should be moments of talking and listening. There are people that when you encounter, you are compelled to do the talking. And so you talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. You think the person you are talking with listens and understands. You are just talking. And so relationship bonding are built by talking and listening. And so when you talk, you don't just start and conclude everything. Allow your partner the privilege of listening to you and making responses. If I have anything to do with you and I'm the one talking, and at the end of it you are not saying anything, I will feel embarrassed. I will feel like not coming back to say anything with you. And so talking and listening is what will create the bonding. The next is that you should let go of control. Let go of control. There are people whose interest is wherever they see themselves, they should be the one who is on the driver's seat. Life is not lived like that. I remember there was a time I was telling a friend of mine that, we'll go to the choir stand with, to please understand that while she is away, things may change. And so it is wrong for you to come back to a place that you are part of. You've been away for a while. You come back, even being away, even if it is for one day, and you come back and you want to still be at the driver's seat. It is wrong, because the traffic laws may have changed when you are away. And coming back to be at the driver's seat means you might get it wrong. And so if you are the type who will always want to be in control, you will make bonding very, very difficult. You can't be in control at all times unless you want to head into a crisis. Allow the other party the opportunity of understanding the situation. And if he or she allows you to always be in control, so be it. But give gap for somebody to be able to follow up with what you're doing to understand you the better. Relationship is all about work. It's work and work and work. Don't be tired of working. And working is understanding your partner and making provisions towards correcting every wrong that has been done, putting up good ideas that will lead you to the next level. So you need to put in the work. Relationship is all about service. And so if you are going into a relationship without the mind of service, then you are not supposed to be there. You can't be a parasite in a relationship. There is symbiosis in it. And so you have to gain some and lose some. It involves a lot of work. And the last but not the least is that you need time to reflect from the activities of the relationship. You reflect on them with the intention of learning. If you do only the reflection and there is nothing to learn, then you are not ready to support that relationship. Remember, I said relationship is all about work. And so every day that you find yourself in a relationship with someone else and there are things going on well, learn from it. There are things going on bad, reflect on them. And so this learning curve, when it's properly sketched and it is to your own advantage, will help you. Even if it doesn't fit into you continuing that relationship with this person for one reason or the other, you have learned from it, and your learning will also help you to move on into another relationship. Even if it's in marriage, it will help you to move on into more experiences. Life itself cannot be lived in isolation. Nobody can say, I don't have a friend, I don't need a friend, I am not married, I just want to be on my own. It is no longer a fashionable situation these days. And so if you create bond with people, life becomes easier for you. And if you have challenges, you relate with those who you have bonded with. Life cannot be lived in isolation. Make efforts to make better every relationship you find yourself. Thank you for listening. Please don't forget to share this message to people that you think need them most. God bless you.